20th of January, 2025. Can you feel it? Can you feel the brisk, cool air coming in from outside? Good morning, YouTubers. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? You enjoying yourself in your thermos, in your blankies, your robes? Got your coffee, your hot cocoa, your hot tea? Yeah, I don't think many people are gonna be having their iced coffees this morning. So just make your coffee normal, hot, and it'll be iced if you step outside for a few minutes. 95% of the lower 48 is supposed to be covered in the winter polar vortex that's coming through. So, yeah, they're saying about 300 million Americans going to be affected. Well, last time I looked, unless the population, we had a lot of baby births. We only have, 350 million? Yeah. So about 50 million going to be missing out. Kind of sucks. The Alaskans will be getting a suntan today. So, good morning, everybody. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas, good morning. Good show last night. I didn't say nothing. I just lurked and listened while I was doing stuff in my man cave. And let's see. Good morning, Mike B. Good to see that you're awake. Glad. Hopefully, you're keeping warm on there. I'm going to be getting to the news here in a second. Of course, everybody knows it's MLK Day, for one. Two, inauguration. Today's the day. High noon, 12 o'clock. That's why I will not be having a high noon or brunch lunch hour. Everybody's going to be too busy watching the inauguration. They want to see who's going to perform, who's going to be there. Anybody going to do a scene? Yeah. Where are they positioning all 5,000 military troops that they've called to Washington for security reasons? Yeah, a lot of speculation, a lot of stuff going around, and yeah, I'm going to stay out of that part for now. I can give you my 2025 predictions, but that might scare some of y'all, so I'm just going to stay quiet on that part. So first and foremost, the big thing is if you're in Texas, Newsweek is reporting all Texas airports set to close as polar vortex hits. Well, they posted that about 2 hours ago, and I call BS on that. Because you go to, Newsweek and go read the thing. Not all Texas airports could be affected by the polar vortex. Yeah, everybody's going to have the cold. They're going to have to do some de-icing and stuff like that. But mostly, they're talking about 3 major airports. And let's see. I'm trying to find I'm just going to read it out there. Okay, 3 airports in Texas are set to close on January 21st, which is tomorrow, due to the extreme weather conditions that have swept through the state. Well, they haven't swept through yet, but they're going to. Okay, Houston Airport said in a press release that flights at George Bush Intercontinental Airport, William P. Hobby Airport, and Ellington Airport will be suspended starting at 12 a.m. on Tuesday. Yeah, that's going to affect Texas as a major hub for both domestic and international air travel with airports such as George Bush and the ones that I mentioned and all that. But Houston is going to be getting hit either with sleet, snow, both, or, and all that. Dallas may get some, San Antonio is a possibility, but, it's not going to be anything like Houston's going to get. So all Texas airports now, ours isn't even closing that we have here, and ours is a small one. So, yeah, Newsweek, you need to do your fact checking because, yeah, there's a lot of airports in Texas, and Houston does not constitute all Texas airports. That's all I'm going to say on that part. So, but throughout the country, I didn't get the reports of the one throughout the country, but yeah, if you got some snow or sleet, or you got high winds and all that, yeah, the airport may be affected. If you're traveling during this time frame, you may want to check with the airport. They may be closing, or you may be delayed because de-icing, which I got to experience when I was in the military, when we're at a remote site, we had to de-ice and scrape the runways and all that, let some aircraft come in, bring people in, the workers and all that, because, they get to go home. We got stuck on the site. So, yeah, it's not fun de-icing. It's a pain in the butt. It's even worse is when you're freaking trying to plow the roads. Yeah. The runways were fun, though. We did 360s, de-icing the freaking and snow plowing and all that. So, shh, don't tell the people. I don't know. They could probably come back and bite us. So, hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Everybody kept warm. Everybody hydrated. Yeah, good show last night on watching Tin TV. And I kept my breath and take a drink of coffee real quick. So with the weather thing, I'm just going to go to the thing. Do you really need to set your car and warm it up nowadays? Growing up, your parents always went out there, started the car, let them sit for a while, warm them up, defrost, and all that other stuff. But nowadays, experts, and I'm trying to find the news article, but experts, they of course do your own research. I'm just reporting what's on the freaking web. But what do you call it? Today's technology and the motors and all that, they're better in the car now than they were 20, 30 years ago. Guess what? You really don't need to warm up your cars unless you want comfort over everything else. But the technology of the motors today, you would cause more harm by letting your vehicle sit and warm up outside because the fluid in the vehicles will not assist any more than anything is going to make the metal grind within the motor itself. They just need so much lubrication and then they're good to go. But of course, if you have one of those vehicles that don't have automatic warming seats, stuff like that, you may, for the comfort, you want to be comfortable, you probably want to do, let it warm up a little longer. Of course, in many states, it's illegal to drive with snow on your vehicle, to include your roof. So if you're gonna let it run, you might as well go out there and freaking get your broom, take the stove off. Definitely defrost all your windows, you know, on there. Hey, I'm just reporting the things on there. So, Trust, how long do you have to let your vehicle run then? If just to warm it up? Well, the experts say anywhere from 1 minute to a minute 30 seconds is adequate enough to get the fluids needed to get the engine running, and of course, it'll eventually warm up and do everything it needs to. So, and of course, if you haven't had a chance or you're expecting ice or snow, you may want to check your tire pressure because they're getting warm, cold. The air in your tires is dropping, and that's going to affect your gas mileage, and of course, your travel if you're going to travel anywhere. So, yeah. And of course, as a reminder, if you go anywhere, most places it is illegal to leave your car running while you run inside the convenience store to get your hot coffee and all that other stuff. You should not leave your car unattended because guess what? That person standing outside on the side of the convenience store is just waiting for you to do that. So they can hop in your car and take off, and then guess what? You don't not only don't have your car. Guess what else you got? You got nothing to keep you warm or a way to get to wherever you're traveling. So yeah, don't be one of those. But think about it. But yeah, pretty sure the way the insurance companies are going, if your vehicle gets stolen because you left it running, they probably won't cover it. I would check your policies, but guess what? Hey, the way they're doing everything else, yeah. Okay, this is coming from CNN. A popular cake company, Nothing Bundt Cakes, now requires all stores to be open on Sundays. Some franchises are furious, which I can understand because you know what? I really hate to say this, but yeah, I'm not in a rush to go buy a cake on a bun cake on a Sunday. They should at least have that day off. They're working 6 days a week already. Now they want to work 7 days a week. Yeah, support you nothing but bun cakes. And when you go in there to buy your cake, that's where you buy them at. Ask for the corporate offices thing and send them a letter saying, hey, are the receptionists, secretaries at corporate working on Sunday? Hell, they're probably not even working on Saturdays. So you know what? Why aren't they working if you're going to make everybody else work? Yeah, think about it. Yeah. Okay, this came out about an hour ago, probably about two now. Biden preemptively pardons Anthony Fauci, Mark Milley, and January 6 committee members. Yeah, well, I think that's going to get overturned because, yeah, if he's trying to do an open blanket, I guarantee there's ways around that shit. Excuse my French, but Fauci needs to be freaking indicted. Mark Miley, well, I'll let everybody else, it's not my opinion on that one. And some of those January 6 committee members definitely need to freaking get thrown under the bus. But that's my opinion. That's, what I think on there. So we got a lot of lurkers. A lot of people still aren't awake because it's a holiday and they decided I'm going to sleep in late, which that's fine. I got to do my email still. I haven't done nothing here, so we can get a weather report from the east side of the frickin' hills. We need those. If you're following Cook with Mike B, we know that he was getting expect to get some snow and stuff. But come on, there you go. There's frickin' Yahoo. Frickin' taking his time again. But so what are the temperatures in your area? It is currently below freezing here. They keep teasing us that we're supposed to get up to 33 today, about 1 o'clock, but I don't believe we're going to. And then when the wind chill, yeah, we're down to like 7 degrees, if we're even lucky on that part. So, yeah. Oh, let's see. Come on. Ever since they put AI on the internet, everything has slowed down even more. I've noticed that AI is sucking up the bandwidth, and we can't get stuff done. Not in a timely manner. Okay, I'll read chat here in a second, and then we'll go from there. Come on. Okay, all right, Mike B, check your email, please. Next time, instead of me fixing copy, I will send you an email. Mike B says it's 12 degrees. It feels like -4. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. We're supposed to have gotten down to 18, and I have no freaking clue. So, yeah. Oh, my back is still killing me. I didn't want to lay down on the floor and just. I know that probably would fix the problem, but it's too freaking cold. And putting blankets down and all that other stuff. I like, yeah. Unless I got to put a tent up. The way I fixed my man living room or my man cave room. I'm doing everything here except bathroom and the kitchen, and yeah, the rest of the house is about me 60, 62 degrees, and the man cave is probably about, I don't know, 70. I'm only using a portable heater, so yeah. Yeah, I saw that picture on the menu for the show, and yeah, showing those two ladies with a frozen fish, just like ice fishing. That was in a Russian township, by the way, in case people want to know. One of the coldest places Russia has in Siberia, so yeah. Okay, well, let's see. Look at the important stuff here on the news that they're putting out. Prime Woman Media is reporting, why are my hands and feet always cold? Why don't you put gloves on and some socks? Hey, I'm just saying. Go to primewomanmedia.com if you want to find out more of the story and find out if I'm right or not about the gloves and the socks. You just never know. I'm just looking. Yeah. Local news is asking if you can spot black ice. No, you can't. Not till you see the car in front of you start spinning out. Then you know, freaking, by then it's too late. Somebody hit black ice, and everybody else going to do the same thing. Yeah. Hey, if you're into trivia, you could check out Women's Day. They have 1970s trivia questions to quiz your old head friends. So, and Go Banking Rates is they got their top story is 12 car brands that will break down twice as fast as the average vehicle. See if yours is on the list. With all the recalls and everything else. Yeah. Are there even more than 12, car makers in the world now? That's my first question. So, watch the post showing 4 maps where the cold in the U.S. will be most dangerous. Most dangerous. Anything freaking below freezing for long periods of time. Yeah. Like there was places in Minnesota and Wisconsin that were like -20 degrees or 15 degrees below zero. And it only takes a few minutes for frostbite to sit in. At those temperatures, without the wind, just that temperature alone, I think it takes 10 minutes for frostbite to sit in. And if you've never experienced frostbite, you don't want to. Well, here he is, the guy that lasted 5 days, ate normal food, and now he has to go through a freaking cold front. Everybody, please welcome Mike B. Good morning.
Morning, Trust. Morning, chat. How y'all doing? I hope you're staying warm because it's cold.
It's not cold. Wait till the night. It's going to be worse. That's what I
Yeah,
keep telling everybody.
we ended up getting over a foot of snow last night.
Oh, wow.
I had to shovel, and then the plow guy came, and I had to sand the driveway. I don't know why I did that because I don't have to go anywhere until next weekend. But going to the garage and hit the button, and the garage must have tripped last night, so I had to reset that for the power and sanded the driveway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Why he's doing the driveway? We don't have to go anywhere. Just let it sit. Take the day off. Just stay inside.
That's a
Drink some
force of
coffee.
habit, but it was, man, I'm telling you this, it was so cold this morning. After I got done shoveling, I had my gloves on and everything. My hands were numb. I went in and had to warm my hands up before I could sand. That's
Yep.
how bad it was out.
Yep. That's why I do all my stuff before the storm comes, and then when it comes, I don't move anywhere. Everybody else could go do their thing and get in trouble, and yeah, I'll be relaxing.
Yeah, I got all that stuff done, so I don't have to mess with any of that. I took two videos, and unfortunately, the first one, the video quality, I don't know what happened to it, but halfway through it, it gets better. I'll have to write that in the description so people can see that.
Yeah.
But, oh, hey, Lady D, how you feeling?
Good morning, Lady D. Good to know that you're still alive. Hey, this is
I'm just
one of the big reasons why I do not watch the Today Show or anything on NBC. And it's just a personal opinion, but their big story of the day is: are post offices, UPS, FedEx open on MLK Day? All mail delivery details. Well, it is a federal holiday, so duh. I mean, come
I'm
on
glad
now.
to, I'm glad to hear it, Lady D, that you're feeling better.
Get in there feeling better than the weekend. Oh, so you're feeling miserable over the weekend. Yeah, I kind of figured you weren't feeling too good because I don't remember seeing any videos, notifications of any videos dropping for you. I just got the ones from Mike B. And then, of course, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas when they went live and stuff. So, yeah.
And I'm just glad the snow wasn't wet and heavy like they said it was. It was light and fluffy. That was good. That was the only plus about this morning.
Yeah. Well, that's what Houston's going to get. They're going to get the wet, fluffy kind. Lady D says no videos till I have the energy. Hey, there's no rush. That's how I knew you're still really under the weather because you didn't post no videos. So, hey,
Yeah, have a bowl of chicken noodle soup with some crackers, some black pepper. Mix that in. It's good for you. And wash it down with an icy cold Dr. Pepper.
well, I thought she said she couldn't eat chicken. So,
How come she can't eat chicken?
no idea. I don't know if it's her diet or I don't know. Maybe it's the eggs. I have no clue. Your family has lost so much weight. Uh-oh. Gotta watch it. Everybody is different about losing weight. And, losing weight and being a comfortable weight is one thing. But I'm finding out more and more when all these people doing research in medical that, yeah, what an ideal weight for one person isn't the ideal weight for another person. Everybody's just got to listen to their body. Okay, that's the biggest thing there.
Oh, okay, she's plant based. She does it. Okay, I got you.
Yep, that's I say I couldn't even think plant based. Yeah, I know the whole family was sick. It's still prayers for all y'all to get better. And that's one of the big reasons too. There's because you're sick, you're losing weight. You got to make sure you're hydrating. You got to push those fluids. I know y'all getting up when you don't want to and have to go to the bathroom because you're fluids, but fluids are very important. You lose so much while your body's working overtime. Best thing to do is just sleep.
Yeah,
Your
and when
body
you
work does miracles while you sleep, especially
when
when
you
you're sick.
when you breathe, you dehydrate when you breathe. That's with the excess saliva and everything. And the yeah, see, that's one thing that's always bugged me about me when I'm sleeping and you have to get up and go to the bathroom and you're just there in bed. You're nice and toasty warm and you're just procrastinating for like a half an hour. You know, like should I get up or shouldn't I get up? And eventually you end up getting up.
Yeah. Oh wow, 25 pounds. Ooh, yeah, you got to be careful with that. You got to force yourself to eat something. Might not be plant, fat plant based, but you know, you got to put some of that weight back on. Losing too much while you're sick could throw you in the hospital. It'll mess up your organs.
Lady D, how long have you and your family not been feeling well?
Yeah. The big thing is, of course, we're not medical professionals here. Do check with your doctors and your medical professionals and all that. And you'll see what I'm saying. It's not scare tax in any way, shape, or form because the MDA does not pay me in any way, shape, or form. I'm more concerned with the person I am with what the doctors are trying to make.
She says she's back to eating now. They're back to eating now.
Well, good. Eat some peanuts. Get that fiber in that body. Just not too many. You don't want to get blocked up. 2.5 weeks. Ooh, yeah, that's a
Oh,
wild.
oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, my niece, we found out what's wrong with her. It's not mono. She has this really, really bad ear infection. It is kicking her butt. She is out of it right now.
yeah. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to stretch my back. It's not helping. I don't have the proper chair to do it. They ain't driving 600 miles to the closest casino just to pop my back. But yeah,
Thank you, Lady D.
I think it's currently 26 degrees. Wow, it dropped.
You're having a heat wave compared to me. I'm just getting cold just thinking about.
Well,
Oh, oh, that hits the spot.
so I haven't really been paying attention to this TikTok thing, but I know they shut down and supposedly they're back up again. I have no clue. I mean,
Yeah,
Business
they
Insider reporting TikTok is back online with Trump's blessing, but the ban hasn't gone away. Yeah, be careful. You TikTok addicts, you may be in for a mess load of trouble. So the best thing to do is just freaking just don't use it anymore. There's so much social media out there.
Yeah, it went down the 18th, I heard, and then it came back the 19th, and with the T thing, and I didn't hear anything about Mr. Musk buying it, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I believe if he tries to purchase it, it has to get approval I don't think they'll approve it with the position that he's going to be in, for one. And that's the way they're going to try to pressure. Well, if you really want it, then you can't have the position as dodgy, or however you want to say it, and get him out of the position of being in the federal government to regulate it. So, excuse my French again, but this point in time, I'm really like,
Yeah, Lady D, you're 100% right with the money thing, not to be able to lose it at the casinos. Everybody's hurting. It's awful. And yeah, exactly. All the people crying and panicking over losing it. I'm gonna say this: what's gonna happen when the power goes out for good and they can't even have internet access? What are they gonna do then? They're gonna go nuts.
you know, yeah. I'm gonna touch on the casino thing right now. The liberals that won't freaking leave Texas are trying to push a bill to get Texas to allow us to build casinos in our state. And they're trying to say that, well, I go to a casino in another state and all I see is Texas license plates. Bullshit. All right. And if you see the towns, majority of the towns that do get these casinos, look at the crime statistics. Look at how bad the neighborhoods where the casinos, how far they fall. The drug use. There's nothing that's going to help. If you really want a casino, move to that freaking state. That's all I'm going to tell the freaking liberals. You
Lady
know,
D says, sorry.
no good.
Lady D says people were calling 911 in a panic over it. Oh, I got a casino story I can tell you. For it was way back in the day. It was the Domino's Chinese thing or something, and I could get too technical into it. But this one guy, he didn't have the bonus, but he had the hand of all hands. They called it the God hand. That no other hand could beat that. And because he didn't have the bonus, everybody else was going to walk away with 5 grand. And he says, "Well, um, why don't you each give me 1,000? We can all walk away with 4 grand." And they said no. And you know what he did? He folded. And if he folds in front of the dealer, they lost it all. They tried to beg him. He said, "I tried to make a deal with you guys, and you didn't want to do it, so nobody got anything." He just walked away and said, "Hey, have a nice day."
Yeah,
It's like we could have each had 4 grand, and wanted to be greedy.
yeah. Lady D, no, I did not get stole this time around. We did last week. This week, I've not gotten any. Uh, it's a 30 to 40% chance we may get some tonight. The air is so dry where it's at right now, and all the moisture is going straight to Houston and South Texas right now. So, but even with the 24-hour period thing, they can't predict it. We may still get some. So, as long as it's not the ice, I'm happy.
Lady D, between yesterday afternoon and this morning, we got over a foot of snow.
Yeah, he's been bogarting all the snow. He won't share. Like I told Craig the Hunter, because he's in Louisiana, Texas loves Louisiana. We're sending you the cold with the snow. Enjoy it, Craig. And just to add to it, the governor of Louisiana has declared a state of emergency because of the weather coming, and they are going to get anywhere from 6 to 8 inches minimum of snow. So New Orleans, yeah, good time now to have Mardi Gras because everybody slips and sliding and having snowball fights. Nobody's going to want to wear the beads and take off their shirts. Yeah.
The
So,
Lady D got 1 to 3 inches of
yeah.
snow.
So, but yeah, happy Martin Luther King Day. There's a lot of places that are going to be doing marches this morning, and it's below freezing. And a lot of places that have bridges, yeah, they're closing them off so they can walk the bridge. Only problem is they're not throwing the de-icing stuff on the bridges, and bridges are the first thing that freaking freeze. So I want to see videos of them freaking slipping and sliding because
Yeah,
you know that's gonna happen. So,
those bridges are notorious for getting the black ice.
hmm yep. And unfortunately, instead of them changing it to a later time in the day, you know, but I could understand DOT not spraying those bridges. They're going to close them down, no vehicle traffic, because hey, you're going to walk a bridge, you walk at your own risk. That stuff that they use on the roads is expensive. So, yeah, I'll be surprised if they get large crowds for it because, yeah.
It is too cold to do anything outside. Seriously.
Yeah. Well, I heard a report early this morning, about 3 o'clock this morning, when I was listening to the national news, that supposedly they had 20,000 tickets for the inauguration, DC, but since they're moving it inside, only 500 people are going to be able to attend the event, and the rest, I guess, they're going to put them in, I don't know, some stadium or something, so they can watch the live broadcast. I don't know.
They're
Is it
doing
even
that.
worth going? That's the whole thing. If you're going to go to the stadium, you know you're going to end up at the stadium. Is it worth even getting out in the weather? Just stay home, watch it on TV.
Exactly. They're doing that because it's going to be so cold there, huh?
Yep. Which
Yeah,
I
just
can
stay home and
understand.
watch it.
I think they reported the last time that ever happened was when Reagan got inaugurated. You know, so hey, it happens. Oh, this coffee's good, nice and warm. 1 to 3 inches for Lady D, and you got more. But yeah, good thing is I didn't have to get up early to take my kid to work because they're closed for MLK Day, and then he's off tomorrow because he's got appointments, so I don't have to get up and take him early then. We'll see on Wednesday because he's supposed to get his vehicle back tomorrow. But if he doesn't, then yeah, I'll be getting up bright and early on Wednesday when there's still ice on the ground, and yeah, having to drive in those conditions, sub-zero, all that other stuff. But I
So
really hope he does get his vehicle back tomorrow.
were you able to finish that room up, put your Dr. Pepper in the fridge, and get your water all set?
Well, I had one last Dr. Pepper, and I went ahead and made some sausage sandwiches and drank that last Dr. Pepper. So I'm all out of Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna have to suffice for 1 or 2 days. But I figure, hey, if I got to go out sometime for something, I'll just make sure I pick up Dr. Pepper as a priority too. So,
Oh, you didn't have
but
extra pepper. Oh man.
yeah, well, no big thing. I got my coffee, I got my hot chocolate, I got my tea. So I could go a day or two without Dr. Pepper. They say it's good for you when you do that. But hey, guess what?
What?
Researchers now are saying that 1 to 3 cups of coffee in the morning are good for you, and it's good to help stop internal problems with your body like dementia. You know how they used to say coffee was bad for you and you shouldn't drink it and all this other stuff. Yeah. And
I
now,
used to say
don't get me
about a
wrong,
lot
what
of
I'm reading off this research, it's not my saying, it's what the researchers are saying, and then we're funded by the government. So, but it just has nothing to do with your iced coffees. This is straight. You brew your coffee, you drink it. Yeah, so it's warm coffee. It's not iced coffee. For all we know, iced coffee is bad for you. So, but that's for another researcher. Ask the doctor; he'll tell you.
I've never
Oh
had
yeah,
any coffee.
Lady D, I'm on my second cup, and I plan to have one more after this broadcast, and then I'm done for the day for coffee. I'm switching over to tea.
Yeah, at 5 o'clock this morning, I had my cup of chicken bouillon and my Dr. Pepper while I watched the replay of 10.
Yeah. Oh, but I don't know.
Not too many people in chat today, huh?
Yeah, they're all freaking enjoying their vacation, and it's too cold. They don't want to get out of bed.
It is a holiday though too, so
Yeah, slackers. I still love my slackers, even the lurkers. Hey, you know. But on that research thing for the coffee, after 3 cups of coffee, it says it's only good in the morning, in the hours after you wake up. If you drink it during the day and all that, you don't get the full benefits of the coffee for your body. So if you're one of those, I drink coffee all day and all that other stuff, yeah, you may want to cut back. Just drink it in the morning or when you wake up. It's like, I used to be a midnight worker, so the first couple hours I drink coffee and then I'd switch over. So, but that's why I go to tea next because tea's really healthy for you, especially green tea. So,
I have I have 2 cups first thing in the morning, then my Bouillon Cube Dr. Pepper. Then after that, I'll have my breakfast with 1 soda. Then after that, it's water the rest of the day. Then with my dinner, a soda. Then after that, it's water the rest of the night.
mhm. Oh, Lady D, maybe your body's just craving the benefits of coffee because you've deprived your body from that being sick. Don't wait till you feel better. Just have it now. Well, let's put it this way, Lady D. If you're going to try to use an excuse about dehydration, and I did I would say probably a 6 year study using myself as a test subject. And they say coffee dehydrates you. Well, yeah, in a way it does, but then again, you got to look at it. 95% of the coffee is water. Okay, here I am in the desert with 120, 130-degree temperatures. I got a Camelback full of hot coffee while everybody else is drinking water. I not once passed out from dehydration, but the young kids in their 20s, they're supposedly fitter than me. We're drinking water. They're passing out from dehydration. So explain that one to me. I've talked to doctors and they can't explain it. They just say,
Yeah.
well, maybe you're just unique. It's like, no, that's where I say you need to listen to your body. You go to the doctor's office, they take your vitals and they ask you what's wrong. They are not the complete pros that they think they are because they can't tell you what's wrong just by taking your temperature, your height, and your weight. Hmm.
Well, it's either one or two things. They weren't drinking enough water, or what they were doing, they were drinking the water and they were sweating it out more than could put it back in there, and they didn't have the electrolytes or anything like that. And like I said, like you said, it all depends on the body too. Everybody's built different.
Yeah. But of course, like I said, check with your doctor. That's why you get physicals every year, or should, and all that other stuff. But Lady D, when your tongue's getting dry, you get those physical symptoms way after you've been dehydrated. So even before you drink coffee, it's not the coffee dehydrating you. Your body's already dehydrated. So even before you start drinking coffee, drink like a bottle of water or a couple of cups of water before. You'll
Yeah, and
see
if
that
you're
your tongue doesn't dehydrate or have that feeling what you think. But ask your doctor. I guarantee the doctor will say the same thing. I know the nutritionist will.
and if your urine is dark yellow, that's another sign of dehydration too.
Yeah. She says she has to get her water from high water fruits. Well, the high water fruits really isn't water. Just like coffee, the fruits could dehydrate you too. You just got to drink water. Water, 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 water. It's okay to get the water from the fruits too, but I know water freaking blows, has no flavor, but you can add your little fruits into it.
Me, I've never had an issue with with water not having a flavor. I've always liked the taste of it not having a flavor. I've always never bothered me.
Yeah. Well, don't drink a lot then. I get see, in the mornings, I will drink a cup of water, but I'll throw a couple of cherries in there or a couple of strawberries and let it sit to soak in the moisture and all that. And then I'll drink the water and then eat the fruit that I added to it. And Usually it's just like 1 cup, you know. But I'm still,
Well,
when I take my meds, I just drink straight water. Wow, I think the meds dehydrate me more than the freaking anything else that I have.
Or here's another thing you could do, but unfortunately it's a lot of work. You can get yourself a nice big watermelon. You can just cut the top off, have it on its side, take all the watermelon out, and you can put some fruits and stuff in there, little bits of fruit, some cut up watermelon, and then just pour a bunch of water in there, put the top back on it, put it in your fridge and let it sit for a few days. And then you can have your water that way, and all that stuff will soak that the water will soak that all up, and it'll be good.
Hmm. Oh, sorry.
She's got a 32-ounce jar of water next to her now.
Well,
And she just had 1 cup.
well, and you know how they used to say, of course, check with your nutritionist, your doctor, and all that. We are not medical professionals, just our opinions of what we've gone through. But for what works for me, right? I drink, you know how they say you need to drink 8 full glasses of water minimum,
Yep.
right? Not everybody can handle 8 full glasses. And think about it. I can't remember the actor's name that was in Game of Thrones, the little short guy.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, there you go, Peter Dinklage. Really enjoy. I don't know why I can't remember his name, but I really like him as an actor. If he tried drinking 8 full glasses of water every day, he'd probably drown. You got to think about it. That's why I say you got to listen to your body. Only your body knows more than what it needs than anything else.
See, me, I normally, on a normal day, and this is if I'm not outside working and sweating and that and during the summer, I'll normally have 2 liters of water a day, and then I'll have 1 to 2 during the night when I'm sleeping. But if I'm out working in that and sweating, I'll have more than that. But I've always been like this. I've always been able to handle it. I've done this for years.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was really good in that movie, the Station Agent.
Trying to remember if I saw that one. Well, I
The
think that
Peter
one of
Dinklage,
that's
he
the only one.
invented the train station.
Yeah, I think I have that on the list to watch, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's
So
a
no
good
spoiler
movie.
alerts, please.
I won't. I won't spoil it. I'm not that type of person. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of his younger roles.
Hmm.
And then he was an elf, and then in Game of Thrones, and I forget what else he was in. He was in this other thing. I forget what it was called.
Yeah, he's got a western that just came out, but I want to say it might be on Hulu or some weird one that I want to see. He's a bounty hunter. So I want to see how he pulls that one off, being a little guy and a bounty hunter in the westerns. But I do remember seeing one movie. I can't remember the name of it, but it was after a pandemic, and he lived in this town that there was nobody else but him. And he was going house to house, clearing the town of the bodies, and trying to
Oh,
fix it up. I can't think of the name of it,
I
but
remember what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name either.
I sat there one day and said, I like him as an actor. I'll give it a chance. The story really didn't, interest me any, but it ended up being a decent movie where you had that young teenage girl freaking show up, and then he wasn't the only one left in the world. And I can't think of the name of it, but maybe I'll Google it real quick so I can get the name in case anybody's thinks they might want to watch something like that. But, oh, he was in Pixels. I didn't know he was in Pixels.
Oh yeah, he was the what's that guy's name? The controversy over the Pac-Man. What is his name? Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. Oh, Billy Mitchell, the guy that supposedly cheated at the Twin Galaxies, and it was this big controversial thing, and he portrayed him as a character, and Billy Mitchell didn't realize it.
Yeah. Yeah, his new Western is called The Thicket. Another movie I have on there is Brothers. I haven't seen that one yet. They've advertised it, but they haven't put it anywhere yet. So I'm just not interested in the Wicked one, but I do want to watch Brothers. It's supposed to be pretty interesting. It's almost like Twins, but with a different twist. He did all right in the Hunger Games, but nothing really.
I only saw the first 3 Hunger Games, and then I ended up losing interest in it.
Yeah. I'm trying to bring up more. He's actually done quite a few movies. Man, I'm going to put some of these on there that I haven't seen. Oh, Rememory, I believe, is the one. It came out in 2017. Or 2017. So. You know, and I never really paid attention to it, but he was in Angry Birds. He voiced Angry Birds. I'm going to have to go back and listen to it just see if I can. But I don't know. So, what do you got in part for today? I'm staying in. That's all I know.
I'm probably gonna roll some cigarettes. I'm gonna make another cooking video. I got like 15 of them now. Oh my god. And then yeah, I'm just gonna stay warm by the fireplace, have some water, and watch the thing around noon and see how that goes. How about you? What are you doing? Staying warm, I hope.
Yeah, I'm just staying inside. Nothing I need to go outside for. It's not like I'm going to be checking mail, so yeah.
No mail today either. It's a holiday, so I'm glad about that because I am not leaving the house again for anything today. I don't care. I'm staying right in here. Yep.
Yeah, they're going to say cold wind chills tonight from 2 to 10 degrees above zero. But if we get to 25, 34 knot winds like we normally do, it's going to be below zero. So, but,
What kind of movie would you like to watch, Lady D? I got some suggestions. What do you like? Do you like drama, romance, comedy, action, suspense?
okay, while she's thinking about answering that, let me do my video so we can do your dinner tonight. If I can find it. There it is. It's time for food. Porn with Mike B.
Dinner tonight. Leftover homemade chicken pot pie with bread and a Dr. Pepper. Oh my God, did that homemade chicken pot pie come out delicious? Oh my God. Oh, it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
That tonight had real chicken in it, had peas, had cut up potatoes, carrots, cream of chicken soup, another base I did with a bouillon cube. Oh man, I put that in one of those big pie crusts. Cooked that up. Yeah, that came out fantastic.
Okay, I got a question for Lady D. You got Netflix? I could suggest one if you got Netflix.
Lady D, I don't know if you've seen True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis and Tom Arnold. That's a good one. Comedy. Let's see, comedy. What's a good comedy movie?
Okay.
Tremors. The first Tremors and the second Tremors. They're both action, suspense, and comedy all in one. The first two are fantastic. The third one ain't that good.
Well, sometimes. Oh, you got Prime Video? Yeah. If you do have Netflix, back in action with well, I can't even think of the name. The blonde girl that was in Charlie's Angels. She hasn't done movies in a while. Uh,
Cameron Diaz.
yeah, Cameron Diaz is in the movie with another comedian, and they're like spies that retired and get pulled out, and just the kids make the movie more than Cameron Diaz and her husband do. But it was pretty decent. I watched that last night. And Prime Video. Oh, I got to bring that one up so I can think of the name of that movie, because that Western movie was pretty decent. I think it was on Netflix. So
I
American
made
something or
Lady
another.
D. I made Lady D hungry for pot pies.
Yep. I may have my chicken today. You know which one I'm talking about in my soups.
Lady D, you've never seen Tremors? Lady D, you
What?
got it. The first and second one are fantastic. The first one has Kevin Bacon and what are those two guys' names? You'll know who they are. You'll recognize them. And the second one has that other guy in it. But they're great movies.
Yeah,
You'll enjoy them.
it had Reba McEntire in there too. She actually did a pretty good job in those
Yeah, yep.
movies.
She was in the first one. Yeah.
Mhm. So let's see. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, what I found on YouTube by chance. Did you know that they made a Zombieland TV series?
No.
Yeah, I saw the first one last night on there. I didn't look to see if those episode 2 or not, but the first one, of course, it's completely different actors. They changed it up some on there. Still four people, an older guy, a younger guy, and then sisters type thing. It was halfway decent. It was more comedy than anything else. It's only like maybe 30 minutes long. So, but I got to look to see if YouTube's got a second episode. So if you want to search it, just type in Zombieland TV series. It should pop up. The one I did like Kevin Bacon in was what was that one where I'm gonna have to look up. I have to Google. This is gonna bug me all day if I don't.
What was he doing in the movie?
I gotta bring it up. That's the only way.
Hollow Man?
No,
Can't be Footloose.
no. Even though they can't. Even the second Footloose, I was kind of depressed about it. The first one was awesome. I want to say
Lady
it was
D.
one where he dreamed, or he went in a Stir of Echoes. He
Oh,
was awesome in Stir of Echoes. You never
Lady,
seen that one?
Lady D, you will absolutely love the first Tremors. It's got action, suspense, comedy. Unfortunately, the second one, Kevin Bacon ain't in it, but you will enjoy the second one too. They're very campy, fun movies, really fun movies.
Of course, he did an excellent job as a crazy person on the River Wild.
Oh yeah, it's like very few serious actors can play crazy people, and very few comedic actors can play serious people. Just like the Robin Williams comes to mind. He was a fantastic comedian, and he could also flawlessly pull off drama, action, and a psychopath. He was flawless with that. He was good at that, and unfortunately, we know what happened to him. Unfortunately, but
Yeah, The first time I got hooked on Kevin Bacon was when I watched the movie Flatliners. And if you've never seen the original 1990s movie Flatliners, you need to watch that. They did make a remake, and that remake sucked, but
Yeah, it did.
the original was freaking awesome. Just like the movie Coma. The original Coma was awesome compared to the remake. I'm like, what the heck? Hollywood,
Yeah,
stop making
from
remakes. You don't know what you're doing.
that was from '78, and another old movie I liked. It was, I think it was called The Andromeda Effect. That was
Yep.
back in the '70s too. That was a good one.
So, lady, hopefully you wrote some of those down because we just gave you an all day. You can just kick back and watch movies.
Yeah, sit back, watch movies, laugh, get your rest, stay nice and warm, and hydrate.
Eat that fruit. But Lady D's. Sometimes all you got to do is search it on YouTube and you'll find it. Of course, you'll have to watch the commercials, but hey, it's still free. That's what I do. I
Yeah,
won't pay.
just
I won't pay. Tubi, if Tubi doesn't have it, like I go to Tubi and I'll watch the Domestics once a month because I really like the movie The Domestics. Probably the most realistic of when everything goes to crap as they've ever made. But
what was it called?
The Domestics.
Oh, The Domestic. Yeah, the last movie I paid for on pay per view was, I think, like 3 weeks before I got rid of my cable boxes, was Deadpool and Wolverine. That was the last pay per view I've ever gotten.
Well, I ain't gonna say anything, but I did see it for free with commercials, so you can kind of figure where I saw it for free because somebody put it there.
Well,
When I log in, that's the first thing I do. I look for all the new stuff to see. It's like, oh, they haven't taken it down yet. Okay.
well, I was lucky. I had my VCR hooked up, so I got it. I ended up taping it, so I got a copy. I can watch it anytime I want now.
Yeah. Been wanting to watch Gladiators too, but the more previews that they show, the little clips, I don't know if I really want to pay for it. I may just wait till it freaking comes out and it's on streaming somewhere.
I don't know if that's going to be as good as the original, because the original was a masterpiece.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think it is, but I like some of the actors that they got in it. So, I'm hoping.
And unfortunately, Oliver Reed, he passed during the making of that, the first one.
Lady D refuses to watch Gladiator. Okay. I don't know why, but hey. Oh, with Denzel. Yeah, you notice that it was something different too? Okay, so it's not only me, but cool. All right. Because I was thinking that too, but it's like, well, movie theater. No, I'm not going to go movie theater. But I don't know. Maybe he took, you know, don't get me wrong. When he did the Equalizer movies, he was pretty decent in those. But from the time he made that last Equalizer to the Gladiator, yeah, something was different. I don't know what.
Yeah, I noticed him different in the last one too. I liked him in John Q, the one when with his kid was in the hospital.
Yep.
And there was this other movie, because I watched this thing up a while back about these old movies that were on HBO and everything, and I forgot about this one little movie that Tommy Lee Jones was in. I totally forgot about it. It was called This Park Is Mine.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, I remember watching that back in the day.
Yeah. Well, one thing I heard, and a lot of people rag on Mel Gibson, but I really like him as a director. You know, he was pretty good as an actor when he was younger, but the older, I don't know. But he did The Passion with Christ, and of course, there was all the controversy of his personal life and all that. But of course, Just like any other Hollywood person, he had personal freaking issues. But he's cleaned up, and he's doing a movie on the crucifixion of Christ. But it's not only going to be about the crucifixion, it's going to be about the apostles and everything else. It's all going to be blended in. And I'm hoping he does it in a good manner. So I'm waiting for that one to come out. And they are using the original actors that they used on The Passion of Christ. So I'm guessing it's all going to be in Latin, which that's the only thing I really didn't like, that it's all in Latin. And you have to freaking read everything.
Oh
I really
yeah,
don't.
the subtitles.
Yeah. I really don't like reading the subtitles anymore because that means I got to wear my glasses, and I don't want to wear my glasses when I'm watching a movie. I want to kick back, relax, enjoy my popcorn and my Dr. Pepper. Can't do that
Yep.
when wearing glasses. So, but I don't know. I didn't watch no football this weekend. I wanted to try to catch a little bit of the, oh, who was it? The Houston freaking Texans and somebody else. I don't even know who won that. Who's still in the running? The only reason I want to do it is because one of my sons, the Houston Texans, are his team. So, but I didn't get to, so hopefully he did, and I don't have to report it on to him. Every time I put it on YouTube to watch the restream of it, I fall asleep. Oh, I used to like subtitles. You know, don't get me wrong. The Korean shows, I'll put the subtitles on when they don't have the, what do you call it? The audio, English audio or whatever they call it. Yeah, I'll still do the subtitles for some of the Korean ones because they're pretty decent. But I don't know. I'm kind of sad though. I wish I could remember the actress's name. She was a young, I want to say she was like 23, 24 years old Korean actress. She passed away. I want to say she committed suicide. But she was very pretty, very good. Let's put it, very well known actress. But there was questions about how she died, and they just ruled it as suicide, which I don't buy. But okay, different cultures. So hey, what do I know?
Yeah, well, it's like when 2020 happened, and all these actors and that ended up, not being here, and they stopped reporting that stuff in the news because everybody's like, oh, how come all these actors are doing this? And I still say this. I still say Betty White would have made it to 100 years old, but she got the thing, and yeah.
Yeah,
What's it? Lady D says I like something, some reason I can't read that.
subtitles. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, because the heart in the chat's over the comment.
yeah. I'll break Lady D. But no subtitles, damn it. I'll make you watch cartoons like Bugs Bunny, but it's only in subtitles. Watch a couple of Saturday morning cartoons with subtitles. I guarantee you'll never want to watch subtitles ever again. Oh, I started watching the movie The Rig, and that's on Prime Video. It's a pretty decent show. They got, I don't know if it's season 2 or season 3 out now. I got to catch up to those. It's a pretty decent movie. And, or series, should I say. What was that other one I started watching? Oh, the other one is on the Apple TV. I get Apple free with my, phone service. So, not the where I can watch everything. It's only the limited stuff, but they got Silo. That's an actual pretty decent one. So if you can ever watch Silo, and I think Netflix and a couple others like Tubi are going to be getting some of these shows because they're TV shows. Try to watch some of those. They're pretty decent.
Silo and the rig. I'm writing those down now. What's I pretty much the silo's pretty much about what, farming and stuff?
No, Silo is, and actually it's like a post-apocalyptic, and 5,000 people are in a silo. That
Oh,
the people that built the silo put them in there for end of world times and all the crap that they're doing. This is like centuries later, like 300-400 years later. They're in the silo, and some people want to get out, and some don't, and everything else.
huh, I'll have to check that out. And what's the rig about? Like an oil rig or a truck or
Yeah, the rig is about an oil rig on the ocean, and these natural disaster things happen. And what the people have to go through, they can't figure out what's causing it. But it's basically like the earth taking over. And I'm just about done with the first season, going into the second one. And what I saw in the previews of the second one, they finally go rescue them from that rig, and they, instead of transporting them back home so they can go to their families, they transport them to another rig in like Antarctica, and they're having to go through other issues there.
yeah, that silo reminds me of that movie, and I can't think of the name of
A.B.
it.
Turner.
It's with Hey, B. Sherman, how you doing? It's with Norman Regis, and there's this. It's this disaster, and they have this thing where this lady doctor ended up putting these people in this cryogenic sleep, and then Norman Regis and the other dude, they wake up at every I think it's every 8 months to a year to get come out of their sleep to go around and make sure everything's running correctly, and then they go back to sleep, and they're there for years and years and years. And I can't think of the name of it. It was a good movie too.
Yeah, she's still recovering, B. She's not 100%. Man, I'm gonna have to have some beef stew or something. I'm starting to get hungry.
Hey B, guess how much snow I got?
We'll find out how much. Nah, I'm not gonna eat that frozen fish. Oh no, 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 no.
B, we got over a foot. I took a video of it. I'll put it on my channel later on. But the first video I got, I don't know what happened to my phone, so I'm gonna put on the description that the video gets clearer halfway through it. I didn't know my phone did that because it was so dark out when I first started going out to shovel, and I had to fix my brightness on my phone. I was having issues with it this morning. Yeah, over a foot, B.
Well, I'm looking. I was looking for to see if they got Zombieland the TV series, and yeah, I guess they got quite a few. It came out in 2009, right after the movie. Wow, they even listed the TV series you never saw. I guess they made it, and then they never premiered it. They canceled it. Yeah.
Okay, the name it was the movie. It was called Air.
Oh, Air. Yeah, I remember seeing that one. That was a decent movie.
I had to look it up because it was going to drive me nuts thinking what it was.
Yeah, you remember an actor Lou Diamond Phillips?
Yep.
I just found out watching a preview for shows that they preview shows or they're coming to Prime or Netflix and all that. He's one of the actors in the movie 33. You know, the one about the 33 miners in, I can't remember what country it was. They got trapped and went through stuff. When
Oh, the
that
one.
first came out, yeah, when that first came out, they rushed to make that movie after, the rescue and all that because it's a real life movie. But they never advertised Lou Diamond Phillips was in it. If they would have, I probably would have watched it sooner.
Yeah, they had Antonio Banderas as the lead character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, his name in real life was Mario, and then he became the superstar of the group, and they called him Super Mario. I remember that back when that happened.
So I'm like, so I had to look that one up, but I don't know. Well, I'm running out of things to talk about. You got anything else to talk about?
You know, Lady D hasn't had over a foot of snow in years. Hopefully, we're not going to get any more snow here. It's not supposed to, but who knows with this weather? It's all wacky and everything here. Yeah, we could talk about food or more movies. It's up to you.
Yeah. Well, we've gone over an hour, so I'll save it for tomorrow. Come up with some stuff and write it down. And because
Yeah, if
Wednesday I
you
got my appointment that I do not know. I got to recheck the time, but I do not know if I'm going to be able to do anything on Wednesday online. So
Yeah, if you're gonna have me up tomorrow, I'll write some stuff down too that we can all talk about if you'd like.
we'll talk about the great watermelon hunt.
Yeah. So if we're
We'll talk
cutting
about
it, then
yeah, just
if
for
we,
Lady D. We'll talk about watermelons because she likes to hydrate with watermelons.
so you'll have a great day. Remember, not counting today. 3 days until Friday. Y'all stay safe. Please stay warm. It is cold out, and please stay hydrated. Drink your water. It's very important. And God bless every single one of you.
Yeah, and remember checking the neighbors, especially right before the weather gets bad. If you haven't had the bad weather yet, you might have one of those elderly neighbors that their heater's not working and they're afraid to ask for help. You know, taking them a thermos full of hot cocoa or something would warm them up enough. And remember, tell your loved ones you love them, even if you're mad at them, because you know what's going to happen in 5 minutes to 24 hours. And you don't want to live with regret. Regret sucks. You don't believe me? Ask Wolverine. The last movie was Wolverine. He had a lot of regret, didn't he?
Oh, Logan.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, it was Deadpool. Yeah. And Logan had freaking regret too. He was thinking the little girl when he died. He was trying to become an alcoholic. Yeah, he was living with regret. So,
Lady Lady D says she's inside until Wednesday. Oh, hey, get your rest and stay warm, and I hope you get better. Hope you feel
you
better.
need to say you need to go out there and shovel those sidewalks. That's what Mike B does. Even when he doesn't need to go out there, he still goes out there and shovels. No, not really. Don't go outside. Just look out the window and go, damn, I'm glad I ain't doing what Mike B's doing.
Yeah, I'll put the video up later, Lady D, if you want to watch it and see all the snow I got. Oh man.
All right, y'all. So we'll catch you tomorrow, probably same time, same bat channel. And if Mike B doesn't catch a cold or doesn't sleep in because it's way too cold, then you'll see him there too. But thanks for coming up, Mike. We love you. And I love all y'all, the best chat in the world. Even though most of y'all are still sleeping and watching the rerun of it. But hey.
I love all of you too.
And just remember, if you're going to take a trip here in the next couple of days, you may want to listen to the beginning of the report of the show, because then, you know if you're going to be flying out or not. It's not even worth leaving the house, really. Should have already done everything over the weekend before the weather got bad. But please be careful, be safe, be warm. Watch the inaugural like Beach Harmon's doing. See which dignitaries are showing up or which ones aren't. And, see if Biden tries to do a Will Smith on Trump, and Trump knocks him out. No, I can't end it that way. I can't end it that way. This is dedicated to Mama said knock you out. Trump's gonna knock you out.